here we begin the class for AMT. This lecture is applicable, very much important for CA and CMA final, but in Inter also now they have added that along with our routine tax rates, slab rates, special income, special rate, which we have covered in the last video, there are different ways of tax calculation. In the last class, we have seen 115 BAC, that is new tax regime. The SSE has got a choice. He can pay tax at old rate and claim all the deductions, or he can pay the tax at the new rates and then he will not get ATC deduction. He cannot set off the house property loss and all that, right? Sometimes comparative problems are also asked, that if the SSC is having this data, compute the regular tax as per the tax rates, calculate the tax as per the new slab rates, so the new tax regime, and then the next is compare. Wherever the tax is low, they can go. They can change the option every year unless if they have business income, and if they opt for the new tax regime, they need to continue. Okay. Anyone who is joining from today and has missed these two classes, one is the tax rate, another is the 115 BAC, please do that. Now, what is today's class? And it is applicable and sure 5 to 7 marks exclusive problem is asked for AMT. The full form of AMT is alternative minimum tax. Now, we all know that when we are earning income, so many times just to encourage a specific kind of income, we get deductions. For example, 80IA series, when you have 2-star and above hotel or multi-speciality hospital or multi-expansion centers and all these, then in that case, export units, you get certain deductions. So actually your income is huge, but because you have the benefit of so many exemptions, your income becomes very low and negligible. In these type of cases, it is said minimum you should pay some tax. Normal tax rates are the 5%, 20%, 30%. So AMT, alternative minimum tax, says if your normal tax is low, at least you should pay 18.5%. Now, how to calculate? What are the conditions we are checking now? It's very simple. First 10 minutes, what now onwards I am explaining, conditions and all are very, very important for your MCQs. Okay. Then we will understand the concept, how to solve the problems. And today itself, we will solve some problems by both options, regular tax and AMT. And if your regular tax is low, government is saying at least 18.5% tax you should pay. But now if your regular tax is more less and you are paying more, then how to do the credit forward and all that I will teach. So starting right now, first is, one thing, we have yet to do the assessment of companies. Even companies have these kind of concept. Companies should pay 30% tax flat, but because of all the ATI deductions in business head, we have a 35 AD deduction, in which capital expenditure, revenue expenditure, all is allowed. If you are producing fertilizers, if you are warehousing agricultural produce, and if you are helping in tourism, there are many cases, slum development. So what is happening? Income is good, but because of the deductions, the income is like peanuts. So even for companies, we have a concept called as MAT, minimum alternative taxes, minimum tax which the company should pay. Today's class is not applicable to companies. It is all the kind of SSEs other than companies to which AMT is applicable. So if you want, you can make your running notes. And those who are having material, see, I'm scrolling up the screen. Okay. So everything is clear. I hope this all we have done. We have also done this new tax regime. This is it. See, look at the screen. In the new tax regime, the tax rates are very low. But then the important thing is that you cannot avail all these deductions. So that's what we have seen. Any doubt you have in earlier class also, just keep the message. The chat box is on. I will check. Now, who can go for AMT? Okay, and what is the reason? Income Tax Act contains lot of profit linked and investment linked benefits. If you put money in PPF, you get a deduction under ATC. So investment ka deduction will get. If you are earning export oriented unit, you are exporting handicrafts, you are doing good job. Chalo, profit linked benefit deductions. Okay, right. So it has to be kept in mind that a government also needs regular consistent inflow of tax, which is one of the major source of the revenue to fund various expenses. So we need money also, tax also, and we need to give them the deductions benefits so as to encourage them. So how in both the ways they are doing? In order to ensure payment of at least reasonable tax. Otherwise, companies are earning crores of rupees of income, but because of all the deductions, they are not paying any tax. So minimum tax they should pay. Those who are zero paying or marginal tax paying entities, for them AMT is introduced. I'll be saying AMT. It is alternative minimum tax 115 JC. Same way is your MAT, and your MAT is like 115 JB, which we are going to do after this. Now, this is applicable other than companies, all the SSEs, individuals, HUF, AOP, BOI, LLP, partnership firm, all, when they have availed deductions 80H to 80 RRB. So the trick here is 80H to 80 RRB is, you can write here, all 80 I's deduction. Some of you may be thinking now, ma'am, I don't remember what is ATI A, ATI B. Absolutely okay, relax. You don't have to calculate those deductions. They'll give you that they have availed deductions from 80H to 80 RRB. Next is section 10AA, which is like the pumping heart of this chapter. Section 10AA deduction is given when you have export oriented unit. Your turnover is having export turnover and India turnover. So whatever you have exported, that much proportionate turnover's profit is exempt if your unit is located in SEZ. So first I'll teach this deduction also. Next is 35AD. I told you it is a deduction in business head. Okay. And in business head, what deduction you will get in 35AD? 100% revenue and capital expenditure. Clear? Okay. Right. So these three benefits, if you have taken, you can avail the deduction. Once again, what is it? Section 10AA, 35AD. Ma'am, if we have not availed the deduction, no need to calculate AMT. Pay the tax on the regular basis. Is this clear to all of you? Right? Now, the provisions will not apply to individual HUF, AOP, BAI, whether incorporated or AJP, if adjusted total income of such person does not exceed 20 lakhs. Mark it super duper favorite for MCQ. When I teach you, I keep in mind the trend, because right now most important is for you all to clear the exam, get the degree, and of course, lot of practical knowledge and all also we will be discussing it. So individual HUF, ma'am, I am an individual, I am having 18 lakhs ka GTI and I have availed this ATIA series deduction 2 lakh and my total income is 16 lakhs. Will the AMT provisions apply to me? Answer is no. But when it is coming to partnership firm and LLP, they don't have this 20 lakhs limit. That means AMT is applicable on LLP firm even though the adjusted total income does not exceed 20 lakhs. Yes? Right. Okay, some queries are there for the 22 syllabus 2016 and how you should prepare, because from this weekend we are starting the test series. All that I will clear at the end. Right now, first you all study this properly. Are the conditions clear? Knock, knock. When do I enter the AMT? AMT I will enter if I am individual, HUF, AOP, BOI and my total income exceeds 20 lakhs. For LLP and firm, no 20 lakhs limit. AMT is applicable. Another important condition is either all these, please, it is all or, huh? Either you have availed 35 AD deduction. Everyone in the class knows what is 35 AD in business head. Huh? I've sent you all business head and all the revision videos also for all the inter chapters, that also you revise once. Section 10 AA and 80I. Okay. Now how to compute this? Compute regular income tax, whatever it may be, slab rate, special income, special tax and all, along with surcharge and ESES. Everyone sitting in the class should know surcharges. इतना पूछते हैं exam में. You should know up to 50 lakhs, nil, 50 lakh to 1 crore, 10%, 1 crore to 2 crore, 15, and then 2 crore to 5 crore, 25, above 5 crore, 37. So this should be clear. And along with ESES. So all the tax put together and calculate. Now compute adjusted total income. What is adjusted total income? Your total income. Add back what deductions you have availed. Out of the three, any one or all the three if you have availed. 80I, okay, 35 AD, 10 AA. This I will explain. And adjusted total income you will get. Now compute the tax as adjusted total income ka 18.5%. Okay. So 18.5% is the adjusted total income tax. That is the rate of AMT. Please remember, dear students, the MAT rate for the company, minimum rate of tax is 15%. But AMT rate is 18.5% on the adjusted total income. And keep patience, when we do one problem, it will be clear. This is the concept, step 1. Then apply the concept and solve with me. Step 2. Step 3 is solve independently. That is homework. And now you know the concept. Huh? So 18.5% of the adjusted total income along with surcharge is calculated on tax. ESES is calculated on tax plus surcharge. This is a super duper amazingly scoring subject. Income tax liability, whichever is higher, you need to pay. But ma'am, if whichever is higher, what about the balance? All that I will let you know. Okay. Only if your unit is located in IFSC, International Financial Service Center. It's a kind of bank which is located in SEZ. Then instead of 18.5%, you have to take tax at 9%. Can I ask every student sitting in my class right now to have two notebooks from today? One is the regular notebook where you will solve AMT, all the problems. Another is your booster notebook. Or every ऐसे भी कर सकते हो, or which you have already done in inter. You had the booster notebook separate. So one day before exam and now and then you can just revise all the formats. Or another way, if this doesn't suit you, and whenever you start a new chapter, leave 3 to 4 pages for booster notes. For AMT, 1 page is enough because it's a small topic. And in your own handwriting, for once, for sinking in your mind, ink it, write down the conditions. AMT is applicable to individual HUF and all if the total income exceeds 20 lakhs. LLP and firm, AMT is applicable if the total income exceeds, there is no limit, it's applicable. Okay. AMT rate is 18.5% of the adjusted total income. For IFSC, it is 5%. If I dictate the booster notes, it will take a lot of time. You all are very smart. Can you make 1-page notes, and this format which I have printed is going to be very helpful for all of you. So now there are some more concepts and ifs and buts here, but leaving that all, let us solve an exam oriented problem which is like repeatedly asked. Okay. And then you will get more clarity. Okay. Any doubt in the terms I have used or explanation? Please ask. You can unmute and ask. Today I have to share the whole screen because my OneNote is not working. So for writing, I am sharing the screen, and let me know if this answer sheet is clear. This is our last problem we have done for 115 BAC. Screen and all is clear. Chalo, let us start. Yeah. There are some concepts, as I said, but before that, let us pick up the fifth problem. And one thing should be clear from today onwards. If I miss out, you all mark and ask me, ma'am, which is the most important problem for exam. So that right now I'm teaching you in math 15, 18 problems. But out of 15, 18, I will mark these 3 or 4 problems. It's not कि ये important है, ये मेरा guesswork है, ये exam में आएगा. No, these are professional exams, but the problem which will cover all the adjustments. So you can give a 5 star to Rocky problem because this is going to cover up all the maximum adjustments. Okay, right, dear students. Chalo. Rocky is an LLP. So we all know for LLP, it's a flat rate of tax 30%. It is set up in SEZ, indicator, section 10AA, export oriented unit will be applicable. Are you getting? I'm not teaching you just AMT. I'm teaching you how to read the problem in exam and what analysis should go in your mind. Okay? Right. The unit fulfill all the conditions of section 10AA. During the financial year 21-22, it has also set up a warehousing facility and it fulfills all the conditions. And 35 AD capital expenditure is deducted as 75 lakhs. 35 AD, those who don't know, I'm revising from all of you from interlevel. 35 AD in business head, you get a deduction. If you are investing specific projects, that list is given: production of fertilizer, agricultural produce, 2 star and above hotel, multi-speciality hospital, slum development, slums they take up, they make the tower, all that. But nowhere cost of land is allowed. Okay. Now, 35 AD capital expenditure in respect of warehouse is 75 lakhs, including cost of land 10 lakh. So now how much deduction under 35 AD will you give? For this, only 65 lakhs, because cost of land is never allowed as a deduction. We all know that on land there is no depreciation and land cost appreciates. So you never deduct the land cost. Warehousing became operation from 1st April. An expenditure of 75 lakhs was capitalized in books. Books means trading P&L, balance sheet, whatever you do in accounting terms. In income tax, under 35 AD, building costs, plant and machinery, all revenue and capital expenditures are allowed. Clear to all of you? Now, the details given here are profit of the unit located in SEZ. Export sales 80 lakhs. Domestic sales above is 20 lakhs. So what is your total sales? In special economic zone, your domestic sales is 20 lakhs. Your export sales is 80 lakhs. So total sales is 100 lakhs. And total profit of the SEZ is given to you as 40 lakhs. Total. This profit of SEZ includes profit of export also and profit of domestic also. Huh? Right. Now, profit for operating of the warehouse facility before considering the deduction under 35 AD is given. So, without 35 AD deduction, what is the warehousing facility ka profit? 1 crore 5 lakh. This is export business and this is the warehousing. So, two kind of incomes are there. Compute the income tax including the AMT under section 115 JC. I want to take a pause. Those who are doing it in the laptop, not having material, can take a screenshot in their phone for this problem so that when I'm reading, again you can read it. Anyone is having doubt in reading the problem? It's very easy and very scoring topic. Okay. One thing is important. In case you have given 35 AD deduction, for adjusted total income, what you need to do? Disallow that. So add back 35 AD. In 35 AD, say building cost was 65 lakhs. You gave full to deduction. Now you want to add back the building. So will you give a depreciation? Will you allow depreciation or not? Under section 32, that is this concept. I'll explain in the notebook also. Okay. So I finished reading the problem. 2 minutes. When I go to the notebook, I will first explain that concept of add and less again. It will be very clear. ये देखो. देखो. This is your P&L account, dear students. Suppose your GP is 50 rupees. Building cost is 30 rupees. Full building cost as a capital expenditure is allowed under section 35 AD. है ना? 35 AD में full building cost is allowed. So now what is your net profit? 20. Now this is your normal situation. Okay, normal tax. Calculate on 20. Are you all with me? Now look at the example. Suppose I want to go for AMT. In AMT, they will say on your net profit 20, add back the 35 AD. What 35 AD you are allowed, add it back. Okay, 35 AD building expenditure which you have debited in P&L, if you are adding it back, means you are not allowing any expenditure. Can I claim depreciation on building? Say 3 rupees. You know my way of explaining. When I'm explaining the concept, I'll take the figures 10 रुपए 2 रुपए. करोड़ों में बात नहीं करनी. Is this concept clear? You will never have to ratify these formula अगर ये clear है तो. I want some messages from you all. Is it clear or not? Net profit is 20. Why did I add 35 AD? To get my adjusted total income. Once I'm getting the adjusted total income, add back 35 AD, because adjusted total income says no, you will not claim the deduction. So, okay, if 35 AD building cost is not allowed, can I deduct depreciation on the building? Yes. If it is plant and machinery, dear students, take 15%. If it is building, 10%. Now for this, that's why I'm saying your inter booster notes are very, very important. Just another 1 week and I'm going to print and keep ready inter booster notes. Those who want, they can take it, because these depreciation rates, these TDS rates, deductions limit of 80 TTA, TTB, if you don't know inter-level background strongly, without deductions detail, you cannot solve NRI tax calculation. Without knowing the TDS provisions, you will not be able to complete many questions. So is the example clear? Shall we start the question together? I have taken a little advanced level problem thinking you all are very smart. Or you want to go with the basic level problem first for AMD? Are you following everything until now? Then we can go ahead with this problem. Can you respond? So all are using laptop, right? So if you can respond, we can go ahead. All clear? Concept of AMT. Section 115 JC. This is, sorry. Chalo. Let us solve problem number 5. 1 second. Yes, problem number 5 we are doing now. All right. First of all, particulars and double column you make. We will use the inner column for the tax calculation. First of all, we will calculate the regular tax. So I'm writing here option 1, normal tax for LLP. Yes, all of you should respond. All clear or not until now? Normal tax for LLP. What is the normal tax for LLP? Let us take first the profit of the SEZ. Profit of SEZ, Special Economic Zone, is 40 lakhs. And in this, shall we give the deduction under section 10AA? Okay. How that deduction is given is total turnover, total profit, export turnover, excuse me, export profit, total turnover, total profit, export turnover, export profit. So what is your total turnover? Export sales is 80 lakhs plus domestic sales is 20 lakhs. So total turnover is 100 lakhs. And what is the profit of export oriented unit? 40 lakhs. Now total turnover, total profit. What is the export turnover? 80 lakhs. What will be the export profit? That is exempt. You will remember, first 5 years it is 100% exempt. Next 5 years it is 50%. And the next 5 years it is 50% or transport to export translation reserve, whichever is lower. So up to 15 years, you can claim the exemption under section 10AA. Okay. 100 lakhs total turnover में total profit is 40 lakhs. Export turnover में export profit कितना? So cross multiply. Some of you are faster than me, so calculate and put your answers in chat box. No one should copy from the screen. You all should be sitting on the table and desk alert with notebook, with calculators, with laptop in front. Yes. 32 lakhs. Thank you. Thank you for the response. I hope it is clear now. So what is the profit of SEZ? 8 lakhs. Next. They can give only this much also. But one more they are having. Profit from warehousing unit. Okay. From warehousing unit, how much profit they have got? 1 crore 5 lakhs. 1 crore 5 lakhs less deduction under section 35AD. 35AD, how much deduction you will get? 75 lakhs minus 10 lakhs. Everyone knows 75 lakhs is the cost of the warehouse which they have made, but in that 10 lakhs is the cost of land which is not allowed. So 65 lakhs straight they can claim 35AD. And what is the income? Is it coming to 40 lakhs? This is called regular income, dear students. So what is the regular or normal income of LLP? Regular income. Regular income of LLP is 48 lakhs. Any doubt until now? It's not that you all are not understanding. From your response, it is in your understanding, but time lag raha hai recollect mein. So many of you have had gap in inter and final learning. So check it. SEZ, you get this kind of data. Only this SEZ is also asked in MCQs. Huh? That important SEZ. And 35. Shall we calculate now regular tax on 48 lakhs? On 48 lakhs, it is an LLP. So 30%, 14 lakh, 40,000 is the regular tax. And on that, health and education cess will be 4%. You all remember tax is calculated on income, surcharge on tax, and ESS is tax plus surcharge. So on this 4%, 57,600. This is like maximum level they can ask the problem. I've directly taken 2. If some of you are feeling, ma'am, thoda easy wala karte hai, then the next problem is easy one. We'll do it in class. Or ek. Chalo. So what is the regular income here? 48 lakhs, and on that 30% tax on that ESIS. So it is coming to how much? Your regular tax payable. Thank you. 14 lakh 97,600. Please just don't go writing on from the screen. If you have a doubt, ask me. Are you all following? Kasif, Sairani, Melisha. No message from you all. सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Right? चलो, next one. Now, option 2. Option 1 was regular, and now option 2 is AMT. Whichever is higher, you need to pay. If regular tax is more, pay that. Abhi I have not explained you how the credit and all is adjusted. That's a concept we will do here. Right now, they say, okay, go for AMT. Ma'am, you said for AMT, we have to derive what? Adjusted total income. And if your total income exceeds 20 lakhs, then only go for this in case of all the SSAs. But this is the LLP and all. So directly we will take up the calculate the adjusted total income. Now what is adjusted total income? First you take your regular income. Regular income you take. What is your regular income from SEZ? 8 lakhs. Regular income में first case. SEZ का income कितना है finally? 8 lakhs. Can you see on screen? 8 lakhs. But here you have availed 32 lakh deduction. So they are saying add back. Add back the deduction under section 10AA. Some of you may be like, ma'am, pehle deduct kar rahe, fir add kar rahe. Kar kya rahe? There's a beautiful comparison. Please wait. So now what is your adjusted total income from the SEZ? 40 lakhs. They will say section 10AA if you have taken, add back. ATI series if you have taken, add back. 35AD if you have taken, add back. Now what is the second kind of income you have written? Warehouse. Warehouse say what is your income? 40 lakhs. 40 lakhs is your income from warehouse. Refer above. But you have deducted, so add back the deduction under section 35AD for building, and that is how much? 65 lakhs. No, if you want to go for AMT, you don't get this deduction. Add back. So what is the total income? 1 crore 5 lakhs. But if I am not availing 35 AD deduction for building, is it building? They have made a warehouse, that is building. Can I claim depreciation on the building at least? And depreciation on building is 10%. So can I deduct 6,50,000? Yes. So now what is my income from the warehouse? 35 AD add back and proportionately deduct the deduction for depreciation. 1 crore 5 lakh minus 6,50,000. So what is my income for AMT purpose? 98 lakh 50,000 from the warehouse, and from SEZ 40 lakhs. No section 10AA deduction. Kuch nahi milega. Now what you get, it is called as your adjusted total income. Adjusted total income. It is coming to 1 crore 38 lakh 50,000. Some of you may be like, ma'am, can we do it in lakhs and in decimals? If they do it and you do it, fine. If they give, otherwise in decimals also ESS and all will be missed out. Clear? If I want to go for adjusted total income, add back section 10AA, add back 3580, deduct depreciation. And in this problem is not there, add back 80IA if it is there. So adjusted total income you are getting 1 crore 38 lakhs. Now tax thereon is 18.5%. Tax thereon is 18.5%. If it is IFSC, then it is 9%. So right now 18.5%. Tax is coming to 25,62,250. 25,62,250. Next step, I want someone to guess in the class what I should do. अटक गया प्रॉब्लम बीच में स्टक हो गया. I want someone to unmute and speak up in the class or ask. Bolo, what should be my next step? I'm waiting for all of you. Very good, very good, very good. Thank you. Surcharge will come because the income has exceeded 1 crore, right? So if the income of the LLP partnership exceeds 1 crore, surcharge is applicable. Taxes on income, surcharge is on tax at the rate of 12%. So this is 307470. Now what is tax plus surcharge plus 2562 250? So 28 69 720 and add HEC 4% into 4%. Education cess is always calculated on tax plus surcharge. 1,14,789. So what is your AMT payable? Alternative minimum tax payable. 29,84,509. You all know that income and tax should be rounded off to 29,84,510. Finish. Problem is not over. If you do this much, you will get 5 out of 7 marks. And then you will say, पता नहीं पूरा correct करो, institute mark क्यों नहीं देते हैं? तो देखो marks क्यों नहीं मिलते हैं. If you pay AMT minimum tax, at least 18.5%, what government is asking you to pay, you end up paying 29,84,000. If you pay your regular tax, you are paying 14,97,000. Then regular tax or AMT, whichever is higher is the tax payable. So which tax you will pay finally? AMT. But actually your tax is not 29 lakhs, dear students. It is 14 lakh. So the difference of excess tax what you have paid is called as AMT credit, which you can carry forward for 15 years to be set off whenever regular tax is more. How to set off and all, we will do after some time. Right now, let us conclude the problem. AMT payable. Once again, I'm writing here 29,84,510. Regular tax. I'll tell you what pitfalls when I do class test, your booster exam paper correction. What students do the mistake that I will tell you in every class so that you all are alert. 14 lakh 97,000. How much is it coming? 600. है ना? So AMT, whichever is higher, you need to pay. So you need to pay AMT. But your regular tax is this. Difference of this is called as tax credit. 29,84,510 minus 14. 29,84,510 minus 14,97,600. Fast. Yes. 1,48,000. Sorry, 14,86,910 rupees extra tax which you are paying. That is called as you have to pay 29 lakhs, but you have to pay 14 lakhs. So whatever extra tax, that tax credit you can carry forward for next 15 years to be set off whenever normal tax is more. Whenever normal tax is more, you can set off. Set off concept also I will explain slowly, but in this lot of concepts were there. Even if you have followed, now I want to go up. I want you all to go up and check the flow of the problem. Without my help, will you be able to do this kind of the problem on your own? Check and answer. Yeah, take 2 minutes time. Please check it. Okay, I want to revise. It's a very nice problem. Alternative minimum taxes. Why? The purpose is government is saying if you are paying 30% tax, it's already high, LLP. But after so many deductions, ki your income is only into peanuts, 1 rupee, 1 rupee ka 30%. Instead, if we don't give the deductions, then add back section 10AA, add back 35 AD, deduct depreciation for 35 AD, add back ATI series, and at least you pay 18.5% tax. Okay, whichever is higher you need to pay. Ma'am, if the normal tax is higher than AMT, if normal tax is 14 lakhs and AMT is 10 lakhs, which tax I need to pay? 14 lakhs. Whichever is higher you need to pay. Okay, but when you add back 35 AD, what is 35 AD? Full building cost, revenue, capital, all you have deducted in PNL. See, let me tell you one thing. When the people take 35 AD deduction, no, for years they are showing business loss practically. Because 35 AD says revenue and capital expenditure all is deductible. So in 1 year's income, if you're deducting capital expenditure, it's going to show losses. And this losses they set off for so many years and they are ending up paying zero tax. So government is saying, okay, we want to give you benefit, but zero to tax mat pay karo. Kuch to some to tax you should pay. That is 18.5%. Shall we go to the next problem? One more problem, right? Okay. Chalo. Yeah, AMT is applicable for flat rate. Now I want to take up AMT for individual. It's a very small problem. I think we all can do it together. हाँ तो साथ में करते हैं इसको next problem को. We have already finished with fifth one. Right now we are doing the fourth one and then I'll tell you the credits. Okay, right. Mr. Sajal has income of 45 lakhs. Now indicator Mr. Sajal is individual. To individual, is AMT applicable? Answer is yes. Profits and gains. One of his business is eligible for 100% deductions under ATIB, and the profit from such business included in the business income is 20 lakhs. So how much deduction they want to claim? 20 lakhs. Compute the tax liability by Sajal, assuming that he has no other income and does not opt for 150. See, 115 BAC is different, regular tax is different, and AMT. If you are going for AMT, you will not pay tax as per the new tax regime. Are you getting? So these are different ways of tax calculation in exam, whatever they ask. If they say calculate the AMT and the regular tax, compare and say which one is suitable, you have to do this. Fourth problem is for individual. So slab rate sabko yaad hai and the age is not given. Okay, 1 second. Huh? Those who are not having the problem, can you take a screenshot or picture right now? Yes? Right. Fourth problem. Chalo, fourth problem in the notebook. Any doubt you have, just ask me. Yeah, tomorrow we are starting with return of income. One of the hot favorite topic. In that, amendments are there. Updated return is added and lot of questions they are going to ask you for the updated return, which we will practice. From tomorrow we are starting the return of income topic. One practical, one theory, like this we will go. Then charitable trust practice, then assessment procedure theory, like this we will go. Hmm? There's no change in the 2016 and 22 syllabus. Anyone here writing in the 22 syllabus or all? It's the same. Of course, paper pattern I'll tell you at the end. But right now syllabus is same, except some additions have been made. Like in trust, now they have added exit tax also for all of you. So we will practice those problems and we'll make it clear. Okay? Right. Problem number 4 we are doing. Can you see the notebook on screen? Can you message me? Problem number 4. Computation of income and tax for Mr. Sajal. First we will go for option 1. Option 1. That is his regular tax. Regular tax. What is the total income for Sajal? It is 45 lakhs. This is not total income. Sorry, I wrote it wrong. This is the business income. Income from business and profession. After doing add and less, it is 45 lakhs. Okay? Less. One of his business is eligible for 100% deduction of 80IB, and that is the regular deductions. So deduction under section 80IB he wants to avail. He must be satisfying all the conditions, and that is 20 lakhs. I'm just writing L to avoid save time right now. In exam, if it is in full lakhs, you have to do lakhs, and if you do it in L, you have to write on top. तो अभी आपका टोटल इनकम कितना आ रहा है आफ्टर द डिडक्शंस 25 lakhs. What is the tax on 25 lakhs? You all know it is the basic exemption on the first 2,50,000 income and tax. I'm doing it right from the scratch like we do it in inter. No, don't calculate in calculator. एक बार लिख के करो. Basic exemption is 250. Now next 2,50,000. What is the tax rate? 5%. 12,500. Next 5 lakh to 10 lakh. So on the next 5 lakh, it is 20%. So 1 lakh. And balance above 10 lakh. First 250, basic exemption. Nil. Tax is nil. Sorry. Huh? Change it if you have written. Next 250, 5%. Next 5 lakh, 20%. And 10 lakhs ke above. From 10 lakhs to 25 lakhs. It is how much? 15 lakhs. Into how much? 30%. So 15 lakh into 30%. 4,50,000. Now what is the total tax? Total tax for Mr. Sajal is 450 plus 1,12,500. I know I have taught you calculation in calculator, but abhi to pura karo. And there is no question of surcharge because his income has not exceeded 50 lakhs. So now total tax, add what? Total tax, add health and education cess, that is 4% of this, and you get regular tax payable. I will call it as your ABIT into 4%. 22,500. So what is your regular tax payable? 589,260. 5,89,260. Did you get one thing, dear students? I've taught you marginal relief. There we calculate tax on 51 lakhs and 50 lakhs without ESES. In AMT, you have to calculate regular tax with ESES, AMT with ESES, and then compare. Okay? This will give you an overview. What I said now is clear to all of you, right? Chalo. Now option 2. Option 2. We will calculate alternative minimum tax. What is the total income for Mr. Sajal? Just now we have calculated 25 lakhs. Add back the deduction under section 80IB. And that is how much? 20 lakhs. So what is the total income, or I call it as adjusted total income? Add back the deductions of 80IB. So that is 45 lakhs. Depreciation is to be deducted only in 35 AD. 35 AD. Chalo. Calculate the tax on this, that is 18.5%. On 45 lakhs, 18.5% is the minimum tax you should pay, 8,30,500. There is no question of surcharge, but health and education cess is there 4%. 33,300. And so it is. Yes, faster than me. Calculate and put it in chat box also. Yes. 865, 800. This is your AMT. Now see, regular income, even if you are availing deductions and slab rate, you are paying 589. Whereas minimum they are saying, if you don't avail deduction, forget about paying 30%. You just pay 18.5%, you are ending up paying more. So regular tax A, AMT B, whichever is higher you should pay. I'm doing it here. AMT is payable 865, 800. Less your regular tax. How much is your regular tax? 589, 260. 589, 260. So what is your tax credit? Your regular tax is just 589. But government say, no, minimum AMT you have to pay. So you are paying extra. Now this difference, 589, 260. This difference, 276, 540, you will carry forward for next 15 years. After this, the next. Your financial year is 20 to 23. After this, the next 15 years. Easy. Yeah, one more problem we are doing, but tell me and then I will tell you कि tax credit rules कैसे हैं. They can ask you a question on tax credit rules also. One more problem and then do you all need a break? One second. 562, 500 plus 22, 500. Yeah, 5,85,000. Correct. 5,85,000. Yeah, please do the correction. I don't know how. 5,85,000. And this one? 45 lakhs into 18.5% into 4%. Yeah. I've done the correction. Here I've written the tax rounded off in lakhs. 865, 800 minus 5,85,000 is the tax. Do the correction. That's why I'm saying you all should also do the calculation. So the tax credit is coming to how much? 280, 800. 280, 800. Pen, pencil. 2,80,000, 800. Any doubt now? Is it easy? Yes, if it is for individual, you have to calculate the all, what do you say, slab rates. That's why I'm saying watch that slab rate, flat rate, unutilized basic exemption, your marginal relief, these concepts. Listen, all of you, individually we are studying the subjects, but is the concept clear to all of you that if it is marginal relief, calculate the tax on 51 lakhs with surcharge. Calculate the tax on 50 lakhs without. Difference is the excess tax minus the excess income you want a relief. And after relief, what you get in that add ESES. आराम से सुनो मैं जो बोल रही हूँ. So in marginal relief, in the last step, ESES will come. Same for agricultural income, non-agricultural, pay tax without ESES. Agricultural income, basic exemption, pay tax. 1 minus 2, whatever is the difference, final tax ESES. But in case of AMT, calculate regular tax with surcharge, ESES all. Your AMT with surcharge, ESES all. Whichever is higher is payable. नॉर्मल टैक्स इज मोर देन एएमटी, फिर तो कोई क्रेडिट का सवाल ही नहीं है. योर रेगुलर टैक्स इज मोर पे. बट मैम माय रेगुलर टैक्स इज 3 rupees and because you asked me to pay minimum 8 rupees, I am paying 8. Can I take the credit of 5 rupees? Yes. Can I use it next year to pay the tax? Yes. Next 15 years you can carry forward. But you know, one case law is there for this. They said that if your after 3 to 4 years tax credit is there, but I want to shift for 115 BAC, the new tax regime. What about AMT? First use the AMT credit and then shift. If you go to 115 BAC new tax regime, your AMT will lapse. I want to repeat, your AMT will lapse. Okay? Right. Now is it all clear to all of you? Put it over. Chalo, one more problem we will do right now. Sixth one. Okay, sixth one we are doing. Seventh is same, similar kind of figures, so we are not doing. Sixth one we are doing right now. Chalo. Wiki LLP. If they give LLP or form, it's all same. Partnership form, engaged in software providing IT related services, and SEZ they have given. Particulars related to the previous year is given. Okay. So now if this unit has commenced in 1/4/2016, okay, then SEZ 100% deduction will not come. Only 50% deduction will come. I'll make you write a note for this. Okay, right. Next, now what it is? SEZ total turnover, export profit. Other unit. No benefit will go in other unit. Other unit is your regular unit. So in the regular unit, you have to pay the regular tax. SSC has no other income. Compute the tax payable. Will the amount of tax payable change if Vipki LLP is an overseas entity? So if it is overseas entity, what will happen? Let us see. Sixth problem now in notebook. Take the screenshot if you wish to. And if this unit is set up in 2016, how we will give the deduction. for the normal. Hmm. Problem number 6 we are doing right now. Computation of income and tax for LLP for the previous year 22 and 23. And first let us calculate the normal income. Your other unit. Or you can start with the SEZ unit. SEZ unit, what is the profit? Profit is how much? 48. Now see, this time they have given it all in lakhs. So can we also do it in lakhs? Yes. But when you do it in lakhs, dear student, in exam, at least take till 2 decimals. For tax credit rules, I have given very nice example printed in your material. After doing this problem, I will discuss. What is the profit of SEZ? 48 lakhs. Now, can we give to SEZ deduction under section 10AA? Answer is yes. Okay. Again, I want you all to do it logically. So, write down all this. Total turnover, total profit. What is export turnover and what is export profit? That much is exempt. So what is the total turnover of the SEZ? 120 lakhs. What is the total profit? 48 lakhs. What is the export turnover? 100. What is the export profit? We don't know. Are you all getting? Total turnover, total profit. Export turnover, export profit. So what is it? 100 into 48 divided by 120. Yes. So what is the normal income coming to for SEZ? 8 lakhs. And there is other unit also. For other unit, you don't get any deduction. The unit which is located in SEZ, whatever they export, that much profit is exempt. So for this other unit, let us take it as 42 lakhs, the regular income. And so their total income, regular total income is 50 lakhs. And what is the regular tax? It is an LLP, so obviously it will pay the tax at 30%. $15 lakhs, and on that health and education cess is 4%. Tax is calculated on income, and all this you end up paying 4%, 0.6, and your final tax payable is 15.6. Some of you may be thinking, why am I not taking surcharge? Surcharge is when the income exceeds 15 lakhs. Take a pause and check, is it clear? SEZ unit profit, I have given proportionate deduction for section 10AA. And I have calculated other unit and all regular income, regular tax, and so on. Now let us go for option 2. Option 2 is AMT. Alternative minimum tax, which starts with your total income. What is your total income? 50 lakhs. Add back section 10AA. Section 10AA, how much deduction you have availed? 40 lakhs that you add back. So your AMT ke liye 90 lakhs. I'll write it one line now. This is called as adjusted total income. I hope now you have understood and you have learned this, that adjusted total income is income after adding back section 10AA, 80I and 35AD. If you add back 35AD, deduct the depreciation. ठीक है ना? तो 90 lakhs income है. Now on 90 lakhs income, we have to calculate the tax. So tax on 90 lakhs at the rate of 18.5%. Because it is alternative minimum tax which you need to pay, and it is coming to 16.65, and health and education says on that 4%, that is 0.666. So the tax payable minimum, alternative minimum tax payable is 17.316. Take till 3-4 digits because you have taken the figures in lakhs. All different ways I have solved the problems. You can take in final exam in lakhs and thousands, but then take all the figures like that. Huh? So what is your normal tax payable? Normal or regular tax payable? 15.6. But government is saying minimum you have to pay AMT. So now I'm writing AMT payable B part, I am calling it as, that is 17.316, and your regular tax payable 15.6. Regular tax, I'll call it as A bit because I calculated regular tax first. So we will have the tax credit carried forward for 15 years, 17.1.716. Finished. I want each and every student to message right now, is this topic clear or not? This is not over. AMT rules also they can ask you, but the core concept, government is saying if you take 10AA, if you take 3580, if you take 80, you are taking so many deductions and crores of rupees of profit you are earning. Net profit is your actual profit, but in income, your profit is 80 crores, but in income tax, it's just 8 crores. So actually you have earned 74 crores on which you are not paying tax. At least pay 18.5% tax. Okay. So that is the difference and that is the tax payable. Clear with all of you? All the options? Yes. Any doubt you have for today? The class will start tomorrow with the AMT revision in 10 minutes brief. And then we are starting with return of income. Updated return, surely they can ask you some case studies or whatever they say for 7 to 8 marks. We'll cover it up in the regular return topics. So everything we'll do tomorrow. Right now, some more concept which is there in this. Okay. Right. This is the residential status. Residential status I have printed here extra, and that you need to revise when we do NR taxation. NR transfer pricing thoda baad mein karenge. All of you note it down in your material this week. Today is Monday. This whole week, salary, business head, and deductions. These are the 3 revision videos provided to you already with all the booster notes. So revise that. And the coming Sunday, you all are writing exam for basics, all flat rate, tax credit, unutilized marginal relief, all your AMT and 115 BAC. Sunday morning the paper will be there and you have to upload the paper. All that instructions will come to you in the WhatsApp group. Right now I want to read AMT. Yeah. So adjusted total income shall be deemed to be the total income and you have to pay the tax 18.5%. A report of the CA is required to be obtained. All the other provisions are applicable in routine. Superb. Mark it, very important. Listen to me. इसका केस बना के कैसे देते हैं एग्जाम में. देखो मैम, my regular tax was 5 lakhs. So I paid, regular income was 5 lakh. So I paid tax according to that. I didn't know that I would have to pay AMT 15 lakhs. Now on 15 lakhs, the tax 18.5% is coming high. Did you see right now? Your regular tax was 5 lakh. Your AMT was 8 lakhs. You have to pay 8 lakhs. So government is saying definitely when you can estimate and pay advance tax on 5 lakh income, can you estimate and pay tax on AMT 18.5%? So even if you are going for AMT, you're liable to pay 100% tax in all the 4 installments and 100% before 31st March. Otherwise, interest and all the provisions are applicable. I'm just explaining you this concept very simply, but this has been asked twice in the exam as based as case study. That if the SSC has gone for AMT and if he has not paid advance tax, is he liable to pay 234 ABC and all? Answer is yes. Because when you can estimate your regular income and pay advance tax in 4 installments, you can estimate AMT also. If not this AMT is more, I'll have to pay AMT more. And nowadays all softwares are available. So that's why I was discussing that. Next concept. Okay. Next concept says, yeah, this is a very important amendment. In case of the cooperative society, the AMT is 15% per surcharge till last year. Even cooperative societies were included in 18.5%. So once again, AMT rate for all is 18.5%. IFSC it is 9% and cooperative society it is 15%. Surcharge इसे सब लगेगा. Tax credit is the excess of AMT paid over the regular income tax payable under the provisions of income tax. Such credit shall be carried forward and set off in later years when regular tax is more. Okay. And the balance tax credit shall be carried forward for 15 assessment years. Okay. Yeah, even if adjusted total income does not exceed 20 lakhs, it is applicable in case of LLP and all. अब देखो tax credit कैसे set off होता है. For that I have made this example on my own, which they can ask you in MCQ. See, in 2019, pay attention all of you. This is a booster note, but I've printed now. In 2019, you can take a screenshot for checking it again in case if you're missing out on these notes. In 2019, your normal tax is 5,000. Your AMT is 1,500. So which you have to pay, whichever is higher. So normal tax. Now you can't take reverse credit. Huh? If AMT is high, minimum you are paying more than normal tax. If AMT is higher than the regular tax, greater than, then only the tax credit will come. If normal tax is more, pay the normal tax. No tax credit, nothing. Have you digested this? Every example is different on the screen. Normal tax is 5,000. AMT is 8,000. 5,000 and 8,000. Your normal tax is just coming 5,000, but they are saying 18.5% के हिसाब से 8,000 तो pay करना पड़ेगा. So whichever is higher. So this is high, so I will pay 8,000. But my normal tax was only 5,000, ma'am. Just because I had to pay AMT, I paid 3,000 extra. Can I take tax credit? Yes. For how many years? 15 years. Next time, normal tax is 5,500. And this is my own made example. If you want to add on any ifs and buts, ma'am, इसको ऐसे change करे तो please bindas unmute and ask. Forget recording is going on. आप पूछो. 5,500 is the regular tax. AMT 7,000. Which I should pay? AMT, whichever is higher. But regular tax is low. Can I carry it forward 2,000? Yes. This from here to 15 years. This from here to 15 years. Now, normal tax is 6,000. AMT is 4,000. Now, if normal tax is high, pay normal tax. But ma'am, already I have paid higher tax. Can I set off from normal tax this AMT credit when normal tax is more, AMT is less, pay normal tax? And can you set off this tax credit? Answer is yes, but 6,000 minus 5,000, no, not whole. 4,500 is the minimum alternative minimum tax you have to pay. So how much you can set off? 6,000 minus 4,500, 1,500. Still 1,500 credit and 2,000 is carry forward. Take your time. I want clear ma'am, all clear. A C तो type कर दो सिर्फ A और C. हाँ? I missed the offline classes for final inter I'm taking and the whole classroom is full and at the end who is sitting on the last bench 88 student उसको मैं पूछती हूँ अरे you have not done the homework, you know, from faces the screens are going on, आपके face पे screen चलती है तो सब पता चलता है कि कितना समझ में आया. Yeah, you have to pay minimum AMT 4,500 but your normal tax is high 6,000. Then 6,000 minus 4,500, you have got a buffer 1,500 credit. Now, your normal tax is 8,000. Ma'am, 8,000 में पूरा 3,500 set off होगा क्या? Yes, this time because your AMT is 2,000. AMT is minimum to 2,000 pay karo. But if normal tax is high, pay the normal tax. In normal tax, can you set off tax credit? Yes. And you end up paying 4,500. Confused, then put the sign C. I'll come to know. I know it will take time to digest. I've made it. Regular tax or AMT, whichever is high, you have to pay. If regular tax is high and if earlier credit is there, you can use the tax credit up to AMT. See, here regular tax is 6,000 or 5,000 credit is there. You can't pay 1,000 because minimum AMT you have to pay the tax. Is this clear to all of you? And then we have all solved the problem. So that's all for this topic. Tax credit, you can carry it forward for 15 years in part. If 1,500 I have used, till remaining 1,500 I'll carry forward. Next year kuch nahi hai, chhod do. Again I can set off in parts and installment. Any doubt? Anyone in the class? Are all the instructions clear? Tomorrow we are taking return of income. Regular class will be there. Tuesday, Wednesday, all. Saturdays, there won't be any class because I want you to prepare quality good and write the exam 100%. Please don't get demotivated ki ma'am first class test and I got so low mark or good mark. It is giving you the mindset. So many students are preparing super well for exam, but that mindset is not there of how to read exam and how to give exam and all. Suggested will be uploaded not on the same day, on Monday morning, and no buffer time will be given for anyone कि आज ये था वो था मैं Wednesday तक लिख के भेजूंगा. No, all the corrected papers will be discussed in live Zoom meeting without any recording, so that bindas I can tell you your presentation is to be improved. Basic padho. And CMA inter or CA inter lectures are equally important. Salary, business head, deductions. These 3 lectures are there for this week. Next week I'll tell you house property and TDS. Like that I'll tell you every week what 3 lectures are to be prepared. Okay, wish you very all the best. And now get set. I know thoda tough hai, those who are preparing 2 group, 1 group. Go by your gut feeling, and it's not just go by the gut feeling. Also, please check up for yourself that if there are some marks where you need coaching, take proper coaching. थोड़ा सा मतलब मेहनत ज्यादा लगेगी but वो worth it होगा when the result will come. So even if you're stretching yourself by attending my live class, one recorded class, that test preparation, 8 hours, 10 hours, wherever you can stretch, stretch, wherever you can study, study. जहाँ terrace खत्म होता है, I mean, so the staircases and terrace starts, वहाँ porch है, वहाँ जाके बैठ जाओ if someone is disturbing you in the house. Sometimes at the night time, close the commode, the bathrooms are super clean and dry, and sit on the stool and study. That madness now you get for 2 3 months, and you will get, when you get the result, no, that awesome feeling will be there that now you are qualified CA CMA and you have added degree in front of your name. ठीक है? Right? So with this motivation, we are closing the class for today. Thank you so much. It is all clear to all of you. And revise all this in 24 hours ke andar. It will fit into your mind. Okay? You want to do the 7th problem? Do it, try. We'll check it. It is similar only, but do it for sure. We'll check it. Right? Okay? And see you all tomorrow's class, return of income. Thank you. Bye-bye, all of you.